Alright, you guys, so welcome back, and today I am going to do a little different video. I figured I've had some people ask about, the what you eat in a week videos, so I figured I would do it. Today is Monday. It is July 31st, and this is what we are eating. 90% of this meal has been brought to you by a food bank at one point or another. I made some... Well, these four are cheese toast, and these two are garlic toast because I have one kid that wants just garlic. But these hamburger buns are left over from last week's food bank haul, turned into garlic and cheese toast. I made the family some spaghetti. They love it. Noodles from a food bank. There for a while, I was getting anywhere from 2 to 3 boxes and packs of spaghetti noodles. Like, it seemed like every time I went. So I have a decent amount. And then here we have some spaghetti sauce and diced tomatoes, the traditional pasta sauce, the Italian sausage, and the hamburger meat that is in here is all from the food bank. The only thing not from the food bank would be the spices and the shredded cheese used on there. Over here, before I move to my part, I have some stomach issues, so I cannot really do a lot of the tomato sauce products. So I try to do something different for me so I don't have an upset stomach. The spaghetti squash from, yep, you guessed it, from, actually I may not have recorded that one. I actually got this Saturday. So spaghetti squash is from a food bank. I may not have recorded that one from Saturday because I don't typically go to the Saturday one. It was just a spur of the moment. And it ended up being great because I have spaghetti squash. So this one I've already shredded, but I just wanted to show you guys how I do it. The lighting in my kitchen is not the best right here, but I put a little bit of oil, I sprinkle some salt and some pepper, and I go a little heavier on the pepper, but then I flip it upside down to where the cut part is onto this sheet pan, and I bake it until it's fork tender, and a fork will go through it on the other side, and I pull them out. And these are the chicken thighs from yesterday. There was some butter and bacon grease melted in the bottom of my cast iron so that it didn't get stuck or anything, and I just seasoned it and threw it in the oven and allowed it to cook while that was cooking. As soon as those came out, I threw the cheese toast in. Oh, and I have some leftover cornbread from the other night that I heated up. I'll have a little bit of that. And that is actually cornmeal that I had received at a food pantry months back. So there you have it, you guys. This is Monday night, and this is what we are eating. I will be back tomorrow night. Hey friends, welcome back. Today is Tuesday, August 1st, and here is another what are we eating for dinner, and food bank items. So this is actually cubed pork chops. A while back I was getting like 4 or 5 packs of these little 4 thin cut pork chops to a pack from the food bank, and we had almost eaten so much pork that we were just kind of tired. So I still have, I think, 4 or 5 packs in the freezer. And I just took 1 pack, so 4 real thin pork chops, and I diced them and I seasoned them and I let them set. And then I pan fry them in a little bit of bacon grease, garlic, in the frying pan, cast iron frying pan. Over here I have a little bit of leftover, it was a brisket that was given to me Saturday, so I have a little bit of leftover that. And then Saturday I had made mashed potatoes using the potatoes I had received from the food bank last week or the week before. And so I had leftover mashed potatoes in the fridge, and what I did with those is, let's see here, I took and turned them into potato cakes, or as some people may know, potato pancakes. Basically, I took the leftover mashed potatoes, I mixed egg, flour, cheese. I didn't add any extra seasonings because they were flavored great. They were homemade mashed potatoes made with butter and, salt and pepper. And So they were really good like that, but that's a way to use up your leftover mashed potatoes and turn them into something new. My oldest daughter absolutely loves these. I just literally pan fry them in a cast iron skillet in some oil, and like I said, these are cheesy, so there's cheese in them. Great way to use up leftover mashed potatoes. Then in the same skillet that I cooked the pork in, once the pork was done, I drained and added in 2 cans of green beans from the food bank, because I am still working on a lot of those and I haven't been able to can any green beans for this season yet because mine have not came off yet because I was late planting them. But basically I drained them, put them in the leftover bacon grease and juice and stuff, all the seasonings from the meat. I added a little bit extra and I put in some garlic, as you'll see there, and I just tossed them and pan fry them till they're heated up. So there you go. And then I had a couple boxes of like, I think it was a Parmesan noodle that I had received from the food bank that was sitting in the cabinet. So I figured get those out, cook them up, and that, you guys, is how you can utilize food bank. Here you go. Everything with the exception of the seasonings, the milk that was used to, that was used in the stuff, the butter. I mean, this is a way to utilize your food bank. Also, and like I said, this was given to me, the brisket. So also, don't be ashamed. If somebody says, hey, we cooked this, we have too much, can you use it? Absolutely. Even if it means putting it in your freezer until a later date, or putting it in your fridge until you are ready to use it. So there we have it. Again, Tuesday, August 1st, this is what we're having for dinner, and I will see you tomorrow night. All right, friends, welcome back. Today is Wednesday, August the 2nd, and this is what we have for dinner tonight. I decided to do breakfast for dinner as the chickens are laying. We have eggs that, need to be using. So we have pancakes, and nothing fancy. I sprinkled some cinnamon on one side before I flipped them, so give them a little bit of an extra flavor. We have some eggs, scrambled eggs, and if you'll notice the little brown bits in here, I cooked these and scrambled them in the same pan that I cooked the sausage in. Gives it a little added flavor. Sometimes I'll throw cheese in them. This time I did not. I literally just scrambled them, and we have sausage. This was actually the last bit of sausage I had purchased at Sam's Club, like February. And I also at the same time purchased this big bag of pancake mix and still have quite a bit left. So some things I will buy in bulk, like I buy that, the sausage, I divide it, I put it in the freezer. That's the last of it. And then that, you guys, is what we are having for dinner tonight. And I just have some syrup sitting out. I do have some sugar-free syrup and Aldi brand syrup, and then there's a little bit of that I had gotten, I think, at Ollie's, which is like a discount store as well. So figured I would start incorporating breakfast one night a week to help use up eggs and save money. And my chickens are laying pretty decently too. They're not just laying 1 or 2 eggs a day. I'm getting them. The other day I think I got 5. So slowly but surely they are all starting to lay. All right, you guys, until tomorrow, y'all have a great night. Hey friends, welcome back. Today it is Thursday, August the 3rd, and let me show you what we are having for dinner tonight, and I'll explain as we go as far as how I save money, how I make my stuff stretch, what may or may not have came from the food bank. So tonight we have a mixture of Alfredo, all right, and if you'll remember, I think it was Monday night, I did spaghetti, And I have one child that does not like Alfredo. So I heated up the leftover spaghetti sauce, and they can pick and choose between Alfredo or spaghetti. So also Monday night, if you remember correctly, I had spaghetti squash and baked chicken for myself. So here's the last of, or not chicken breast, it was chicken thighs, the last of the chicken thighs that I heated up. And I did keep these separate because they have a buffalo seasoning on them. So I, heated that last little bit up. I'll probably finish that off. But right here is some pan-fried cut up chicken breast that's seasoned to make chicken Alfredo. Or if my daughter that's having spaghetti wants chicken on the side, go for it. As long as their bellies are full, this mama is happy. I had a small bag of tortellini that I got at the food bank, and my husband, he loves tortellini just as much as I do. So my girls do not care for tortellini, so I heated that up. And then I made a pot of, it looks like spaghetti noodles. The box said vermicelli or whatever it is. It's a noodle. It's pasta. It's 1 pound. I cooked it up. And like I said, we have the Alfredo sauce. Nothing fancy. And I'll tell you something in a minute on my frugality with the Alfredo sauce. And again, the leftover spaghetti sauce. And over here, I just have some broccoli. I had a little bit left in the freezer. I wanted to go ahead and cook up and get it out of the freezer. And then over here, this is that bread I got Sunday night, the sliced Italian loaf. I turned it into cheese toast, and then my youngest daughter, the same one that does not like Alfredo, prefers just regular garlic toast over cheese toast. So that's hers, and this is what we're gonna have. Now, as you can tell, that the bread is from the food pantry. The broccoli, no. That's a big bag I got at Walmart. That was the last little bit of it. The Alfredo sauce as well, no. I picked a jar up at Walmart a while back. It's been sitting on my pantry shelf. I decided to use it. I went over this with you on Monday. Yes, most of this is from the food pantry. Hamburger meat, Italian sausage, the pasta sauce. This is food pantry, and don't ever throw it away, because I did not even leave this in my mix it with the pasta. What I did Monday night was there was enough noodles that I just made one bowl. Somebody ate it, and then I had this leftover sauce because I already knew that one night I wanted to do Alfredo, and I have one child that could never get tired of spaghetti. The pasta did come from the food bank because, like I said, I have built up a nice little shelf of pasta, spaghetti, noodles, macaroni from the food bank, along with my mom. She'll clean her pantry out and she'll hand me and send me home with stuff because she's one of these that are strictly by the expiration date. I am not. That is literally a Best Buy sell by date. If it is fine, I am going to cook it. It hasn't killed me yet. Tortellini? Yes, food bank. Chicken? You guessed it, food bank. Same thing with those thighs, food bank. Now, my money saving tip tonight for you guys, not only keep your leftovers, make your meal stretch. This Alfredo, I only had one jar left on the shelf because that's all I had picked up. That's all that was there. But to make it stretch, I dumped the jar in there. And let me show you the jar. It's nothing fancy. All right. I dumped this jar of Alfredo sauce in there. Then I filled it up with milk because I had whole milk in the fridge. And I put some cornstarch in there while it's still cold. I shook it up. It took off all the extra sauce from inside the jar. The cornstarch got mixed with it, which is your thickening agent. I dumped it in there as I heated it up. I seasoned it, and there you go. It's as if you've got 2 cans or 2 jars of Alfredo sauce for the cost of 1. I always try to keep cornstarch on hand because it is a very nice thickening agent. And there you have it, guys. There is our frugal dinner for tonight, Thursday, August the 3rd, and tomorrow is Friday. I will be back tomorrow night. Y'all have a great one. Hey friends, and welcome back. So if you'll notice with the what we ate for a night, it went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Typically, I would have had one for Friday and Saturday. However, Mama's not gonna lie to you. Friday, after a long week at work, I did not cook. It was a fend for yourself night. So it was get what you want to get and make do. Saturday, I had to take my girls school shopping, and so we just grabbed a quick bite out, something cheap. And then today is Sunday, and I do not cook on Sundays as well. Sunday is a leftover night. Sunday is a fend for yourself night. Sunday is a food bank night. And so that's why I figured I'd go ahead and give you this last little part for that video as to what we ate this week. I do not cook on Sundays. If I do, it's because it's something I already had planned, or it's something that's going to go in the crock pot. Like in the winter times, a lot of times I have stuff going in the crock pot. But it is Sunday. What is today's date? It is August the 6th. So there you have it. Typically I would have cooked Friday and Saturday, but I did not. So all right, until next time.